Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Isa. If you stay subscribed, I do a lot of lifestyle / book related videos, so if you like that, go ahead and click the button down below. But today I have a very different video, as you can see from the title, because I'm going to be doing my makeup, my everyday glowy makeup, and honestly it's gonna be kind of like a get ready with me as well for the day. I had another video planned, but to be honest, I have been very busy and that video is just not gonna happen today. So this is what we're working with today. So let's go ahead and start the makeup. I start my makeup with the Milk Hydrogrip primer. I have used this primer for a couple of months. As you can see, it's almost empty. So I usually just put that amount. Sorry if I'm looking down. I have my mirror facing down. This is my makeup for acne-prone skin and rosacea. So I have both. I have acne-prone skin and rosacea. Basically my problem is that my face is always really red, and I have a lot of issues with finding makeup that I won't have an allergic reaction to. So a lot of times I buy foundations and skincare, and it will burn my skin leave me big red patches, basically an allergic reaction. So I struggle a lot with that, so finding products that won't do that to my skin. And also, as you can see, I have a lot of acne and acne scars over here. My forehead is kind of clear right now, but my problem areas are here. Okay, so after the Hydrogrip primer, I'm gonna go with a foundation. I got a new foundation, and this is the one that I got. This is on the higher end side, and this is the one that has been working for me. I do not have an allergic reaction to it, so that is great. I put 2 pumps on my hand, on the back of my hand, and I always blend my foundation with a beauty sponge. I honestly love the smell of this foundation, and it is a little bit darker than my skin tone, just a bit, so I do need to drag it down my neck. Okay, so reading update. Honestly, April has been so hectic for me. The only book I started and finished is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Loved it. But I started the first book of the Kingmaker series by Sophie Lark, which is The Air, and I'm still reading it, mostly because it's kind of long. Those books are 500-ish pages each, so definitely longer than the Brutal Birthright series. Okay, I finished my foundation, and now I'm gonna go with all my liquid / cream products. So I'm gonna start with the Hollywood Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. So I've used this for many months now, and it's the best thing ever. So what I do is I put the contour very high up on my cheekbones, really high up. You're gonna look at me crazy, but don't worry about it. Now for my nose a bit, I contour my nose. And now I take my makeup sponge and start blending. I love this cream bronzer. It's just so easy to blend. So I've honestly always liked makeup, doing my makeup, but I think this past year I have perfected my makeup routine. And it's so funny that every time I do this video I say that I've perfected my makeup routine, but you always learn more. And honestly, I've learned so much with TikTok. Okay, now that it's all blended out, I'm gonna go to liquid blush. I usually use the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, but I recently got my hands on the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand by Charlotte Tilbury, but this is in the shade Pinkgasm. So this is it. So I'm gonna put this literally almost the same as the contour, a bit lower, because this is honestly also a highlight, like it has glow. Now blend, and it's really natural as well. Okay, and for actual liquid highlight, because I do use liquid highlight, which I love as well, so I use the Rare Beauty liquid highlight in the shade Enlighten. I have mixed opinions on this highlighter because I do have to say that it is not as easy to blend as other liquid highlights that I've tried, but I put it here on the very high points of my cheeks. And this is a trick. So I literally put the highlight in the center of my eyelid. We're gonna blend it, don't worry. Like, I don't know if you can see it, like it's a bit hard to blend, kind of like sticks to the skin, which I don't know if that's like on purpose or something. I don't know. Very, very glowy right now. Look at that. I'm gonna go with concealer, but I'm gonna show you the concealer that I use and the powder that I use because my under eyes tend to crease very, very quickly, so I need to work fast. So I'm not gonna talk while I do this, but this is the concealer that I use. I think this is like the 4th bottle I've bought. So this is the Rare Beauty concealer in the shade 150C. It's just my favorite concealer. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $18, which on the higher end side, but not as expensive as other high-end products, and it's really good. I always recommend it to my friends. This is the one that I love. Okay, and for the powder, I have tried multiple setting powders, and I like loose setting powders, and I don't like any of them. And the one that I like, I've heard that is not the most amazing product because of the ingredients. I don't know if that's true, but I still use it. It's the Mercier setting powder. It's the one that I have always used for years, and the one that I love. I bought the Huda Beauty loose setting powder. I did not like it at all. I don't know what it is, but yeah. If I put my concealer like very high up, it's gonna tend to crease. So I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm just gonna start blending, and immediately after I blend, I'm going to set my face with the setting powder. So I also have really oily skin, so I need to set my face. So now that I did my concealer and I set my like T-zone, I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, pressed setting powder. Okay, so this is the setting powder. I have it in the lightest shade, so number 1, and I use this brush and I set the rest of my face, not with a lot of powder, just so my like powder products go on easily on top of the cream products. Now let's go to the powder bronzer. I do the same exact routine, so I do powder bronzer, powder blush, and then powder highlight. So I just bought the by Mario bronzer, and I have it in the lightest shade, which is light. Doesn't have to look perfect because we're gonna correct this line over here once we're done. Okay, and I also contour my nose a little bit. Now let's go to powder blush. I use the Milani blush in the shade Very Amore. So now I take my like setting powder brush, clean out the harsh lines on my cheekbones because of the blush. And now let's get to the highlight, which one of my favorite parts because I found this highlight and I love it so much. This is the Milani highlighter in the shade Afterglow, which is shade 1, and it's a drugstore product and it's really good, but it's really powerful. Like, it's a really blinding highlighter, so you need to be careful with it. I also put a little bit of highlighter in my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and here, like the sides of my forehead. We're gonna get to the part where I make my face look flawless, so we're getting to it. I literally learned this trick by this girl on TikTok that went viral. So I'm gonna put setting spray, but first I like to take a spoolie and brush out my eyebrows. And I use this Makeup Revolution like brow gel, kind of like prep my eyebrows for later. Okay, for setting spray, I use the Porefessional setting spray by Benefit. So this is the setting spray, and what I do is I drench my face with this thing. Like, I drench my face and I let it dry a little bit, and after that I'm gonna go with my powder, my loose setting powder, and the sponge. And I'm going to dip my sponge, take off the excess of the powder that I pick up with the sponge, and I'm gonna put it in my T-zone, and you're gonna see why. I drenched my face. So now that my face is kind of dry, I'm gonna go with the powder and the sponge, and I'm gonna tap off the excess. Okay, so like, I don't know if you can tell the difference. Like, can you see, like, I have texture, like more texture on this side than this side. It just makes a difference. Okay, now let's get to eyebrows, because now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I just brush them down, and I use this what? Absolute New York, that is the brand, Brow Perfector. I don't know, it's kind of like a brow pencil. So now I'm gonna do my eyes. The only thing that I do for my eyes is eyeliner, and the one that I use is the Milani liquid eyeliner, and really I cannot do this on camera. I'm gonna screw it up, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I did my best. This is my eyeliner. Okay, lastly for the eyes, the first one is the Sky High to give my lashes a lot of like length. And then for volume, I use the Lash Paradise by Loreal. Okay, and the last step for eyes, last step, is to put a little bit of highlighter in the inner tear duct and on the center of my eyelid. Like, it makes a difference. So I use the Natasha Denona palette. This one, it's the eyeshadow palette number 4. And honestly, I've had this for like probably 5 years, and I always use it. It's really pigmented, so you need to be careful with that. The last step is lips, and the only thing that I use for my lips right now is the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know what this is. It's kind of like a lip balm slash lipstick lip balm. It's called Enchanting Kiss. So this is it. So you guys, I moved places so you could see the makeup better, but this is the finished look. This is my everyday makeup routine. Yep, I do this every day, and honestly I love it. I love doing my makeup. It's just something that I love to do in the mornings, and I usually like listen to podcasts or something like that. So this is it. I hope you got some new product recommendations and some new techniques. I don't know. I am honestly really happy with how it has been looking, my makeup recently, so this is it. So if you want more videos, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. And I will see you probably Saturday with a book video, don't worry. But yeah, I will probably see you Saturday. Bye.
No corks and bottles ready to pop out. Oh, no more crying. We are knocking out another year of new loves.